We understand the theory behind it, but there's no practice. That's why the Quran says, Amanu wa amalu salihat. You have Iman and you have Amal Salih. You have the theory and you have the practice. It goes hand in hand. Inshallah. So it's a good suggestion, inshallah, and I'm sure the Waqar has written it down. Our elders, please teach us, talk to us, your parents. Please guide us. Let us know. When you guys were young, you guys existed in a different society. You know, I mean, back then it was all about just going along with the flow. You were preserving the actual religion. Please, inshallah. Can you have the mic to further? Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Wonderful lecture. I just want to add 2 points to what you just said, and then one clarification on the language. When we go into debate of who can create laws, I just want to add to that. And when we say the divine law, so the basic philosophy behind that is that the one who has right to create laws supposed to be who has no benefit in it. And that's why these democracies are, so-called democracies are corrupt, because the people who are creating laws, they have their commercial or so-called some sort of benefit, you know. So the only authority who can create law is the one who has no benefit in those laws. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He creates law, He has no benefit for Himself. That's one point. The second point, there are number of preconditions for someone who can create law. So I will talk about 2 of them tonight. That's the first one, that he should not have his own benefit into it. The second one, he should be completely knowledgeable about that thing for which he's making laws. So nowadays, even if you buy a clock of $5, you have a small book, or computer, you have a manual. Things comes with little manuals, little laws that how this works. Who can write that manual? The only one who knows how this thing is being wired, how this has been created. So only Allah has those qualities. And then let's talk about third one also, that it depends on the life cycle of that thing. It's not the knowledge of tonight or tomorrow. The one who can create laws should have the whole life cycle knowledge of that thing. So he can create eternal laws for you. So there's 3 things for them who can create laws. That's on the strategical level. On the practical level, come down further more. Come to the operational level. When we follow laws of this world and the laws, the divine laws, we always like being targeted of system of punishment. Rather, the worldly system is system of punishment, because system of divine laws has both reward and punishment. If you ponder and be with me for a second here, that if I stop on red light throughout my life for maybe 10 years, I don't get any reward. I don't earn any air miles or points. But the day when I cross the red light, I will be punished for that. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or any divine law, when you are following the law, you get reward multiplied by 10. So there is reward multiplied by 10. And then when you do something wrong, then there is a punishment. So don't become like part of that propaganda that the Islamic system is based on punishment. Islamic system is based on rewards multiplied by 10, then punishment comes into picture. While the worldly laws is all about punishment, no rewards for us. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Now the language, I try to be little bit disagree, not fully disagree with the gentleman here, the brother, Nabil, I think.
Yes.
That if language is everything, then Saudis must have been the perfect human being in this world. Because Saudis knows their language and they are from the same culture of Prophet. So the people of Makkah and Medina must be the perfect human being. So I think what Brother Asad was trying to tell you is not to literally read the text of the things, but the value in it. So, for example, the value comes from your soul, right? So, you don't have to lie. This is, for example, this is a rule that nobody likes to be a liar, likes to be called a liar. Most of us are also liars, unfortunately, but nobody likes it to be called a liar. Even Bush, he doesn't want that somebody should call him a liar. So if someone tells you that don't lie, so what, I don't understand what translation do we need in this. Like, we don't have to lie. It's a simple thing, right? We have not to touch najis things, for example, right? And we have to be pure. We have to be obedient of our elders. We have to be kind with our youth. I don't understand when people say we don't have this thing in English. I really don't know what kind of English does it need, right? Those are the basic fundamentals and being challenged by all societies. If you go to Urdu society or Arabic society or Farsi society or Turkish society, they're all facing the same challenges. So it's not that it's been solved for them and it's only problem for the youth. Because when it comes to internal fight, there is no language. It's like ruh. Your soul has no sex. It's not male or female. Okay, it's all like, there is no sex for God. God is not male or female. So there is no language of ruh. And one final thing here, as an appeal to all of you who can read English, let's try to finish Quran at least once in your life in the language you understand. Just pick one copy, make a mission from tonight. Okay, this year, before next Muharram, I will try to finish at least one copy of Quran.
Read through it, right?
Just read through the text. Just read it. Don't go into tafsir or other things. At least see what is in this book from A to Z once in your life. That should be the first step before we talk about anything else, like we need institutions or ulmas and books and websites and sessions, and so that's one humble suggestion if we can start from there.
Thank you. Yes, Azhar. It's okay, it'll come to you.
I just wanted to expand on the last point about reading the Quran, right? The thing is that we already know like some of the translations of the smaller surahs, like that have less ayats in them, right? So instead of just like knowing the translation, why don't we, instead of reading the tafsir, like read the tafsir of it, after that ponder on it, they call it like, you know, tadabbur, right? Do tadabbur on it and ponder upon it, but like be safe about it. Like we should have like sessions or something where you can go and ask the people, okay, I was reading like Surah Fast, I did not understand one of the ayats of it. This is what I was thinking about it, and like, can you tell me if my thinking was right? Like, there's a lot of people who like, there were examples of some people are saying that some people started doing tadabbur, and after that they basically went off astray because they thought something and they started like going with what they thought, right? So like a lot of people are going off track, so we need to have sessions or something so that we can go ask questions on what we think and clear them off, because we don't want to have wrong thoughts out of something, right? So I don't know, like I was just thinking some sort of workshop or something.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, thank you. I'm listening to you guys. Go ahead. Yes, please.
So I just want to respond to the beautiful comments, Uncle May. Thank you. That's absolutely fine. I agree with all that. The point that I was trying to make is that languages are not just separate things. They carry with it cultures, they carry with it history, and they carry with it tradition and conventions. Now, this society is based on that language, and with that language carries with it religious ideology behind it. That can be seen in our holidays, which days we select to keep closed. The language of our schools, all that is done in a certain language. So I'm not saying it's not possible for us to learn Islam in English. That's what I'm saying. But for us to fully understand the culture and the convention and history of Islam, You have to look at it within the context